great moment for us to celebrate and check in with the fans. Alexis, you've been at a couple of these events the last few weeks. What's it been like with all the buzz around NBA 2K23?
Oh man, it's been so much fun to see everyone in person. There's obviously, like you said, a lot of buzz, but this one feels really, really special. We're here at the NBA2K23 launch party in downtown.
It's still early in the season and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Well, for a lot of these guys, Kevin, it's all about jockeying for position, making an argument for minutes, and you want to earn the trust of your coaches.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Ball and Levine are the guard sets. DeRozan and Williams are the forwards. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Ball. He'll bring it. Bulls making a switch here. Hands checked in. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Right, the pass to Avdia. Poked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take possession to the ball. Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
Now, here's MP. Second chance shot. And Vucevic with the layup.
And how about the hustle from Vucevic there on the glass, securing that precious second chance opportunity for the team.
Passes to Beal. Nice ball movement by Washington. And stolen by MP. And you look at MP, you have to think back to his very successful college career, Greg. Was an outright star at that level.
Yeah, stayed 3 years before making the jump to the NBA. You don't see that too often nowadays, but he won a college championship and had nothing left to prove.
Now here's Beal after the miss from Mann. Avdia. Back to Beal. Shoots the three. The Wizards with another miss. The Bulls leading by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 2 minutes.
And here is MP. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Avdia. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the first. Six on the shot clock. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Levine. And here's Levine who brings it up for Chicago. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series. Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And there's no question that Porzingis is still a very effective player in this NBA.
Yeah, and I guess, Kevin, the thing we're still looking for is the consistency in the health. We know how talented he is offensively and how he can stretch out defenses with his ability to shoot the ball, but something's got to change in terms of how consistent we get KP on the floor for the entirety of a season.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards.
What you love about Vucevic, the consistency, solid shooting percentages, and he's averaged double-digit rebounds for the last 5 years.
And a new group getting ready to come.
まだベンチ入っちゃった。第2クォーターも使ってもらえません。
Making some changes here. You know, Greg, adding to that for Vucevic, the last 2 seasons, he's been excellent in the playoffs.
Great point, Kevin. His numbers were up over what he did in the regular season. He hits clutch shots, gives them a physical presence, and he is just a rock in the middle.
They throw good, Drummond. Wizards trail by 5. Avdia in at the small forward with Kuzma at power forward. Morris is out there with Wright, and it's Porzingis in at the center position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. A wide open look here for Wright. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The pass to Man. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far.
And the Wizards, one of these teams that's still in search of an identity. They've got a lot of skilled players, but it's really hard to say right now what this team is all about.
Bulls shooting their 4th and 5th.
Ah, これは試合途中じゃ変えられないのか。
Attempts at the free throw line tonight. That's good from Williams. A factor in Washington's lack of identity has to be, Brent, their frequent roster changes.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. There's been a revolving door there, and the front office makes a lot of moves. They're just trying to capture something, trying to get their star player healthy, trying to regroup and see if something clicks.
Now, here's Avdia. Pass to Wright. Shoots from 12. Chicago grabs the miss. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And you cannot afford to do that when you're in an opponent's building. You got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button. We saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans of the DMV, seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks. Now, here's Kuzma. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Here's Wright. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
To the paint. And it's Wright missing.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Pass to DeRozan. Right against MP. To the wing on the left. Just 5 on the clock. With the shot. Bulls with the fresh shot clock. And that one, good. Vucevic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls.
Can't afford to let Vucevic get comfortable. He's content to take these shots whenever the D gives them up.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to stealing. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Brett?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Chicago on defense. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Now, Wright. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot clock at 5. A 3 from Morris. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the shot goes down.
It's just so hard to stop DeRozan from making his way inside and generating points.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now, here's Avdia. Vucevic defending.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Vucevic has got 8 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here is Morris. He's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana. Here's Porzingis. Good, nice job down low.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Bulls leading by 11. Now, here's MP. To the middle. Vucevic with it. Here's Mann. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Now, MP. Following the miss by Denny Avdia from deep. Mann passes to Williams. MP with it. Porzingis with the rebound. Morris looking over the floor. And Paul with the block.
Lonzo is a point guard, but at 6'6", using that wingspan.
The 3 from MP. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so is the Chicago Bulls. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter.
The Bulls, 27.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the
ドリブルどうやってやるんだろう。ダッシュが、そうでしょ。X3は横か。ステップバック。よし。
The second half begins with very different goals for these teams.
リード持っててくれ。あらあらあら、追いついてきた。追いつかれてる、追いつかれてる。逆になるか。うわ。
Check in for the Wizards. Then for the Bulls. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Kobe White comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And MP subbed in for Ball. Free throw, good, Drummond.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Vucevic on the bench. Here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Levine on the wing. Andre Drummond is out there with Williams. And it's Mann in at the 1 spot. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
MP deciding where to go with it. Inside. Banked in off the glass. Drummond's got 6 here in this quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Beal against White. Free throw line jump shot. It's all in by the Bulls. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Morris against MP. White wide open. He fired. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it...
Gafford's checked in for the Wizards. Hachimura comes in for DeLon Wright, and Chicago also making a switch. MP's checked in for Lonzo Ball. And that one falls for Hachimura. In college at Gonzaga, Rui Hachimura was a finalist for the Player of the Year award.
Not bad company that year, Kevin, alongside Zion Williamson and John Morant. Probably one of the most talented fields for that award we've seen in a long time.
We've got Rui Hachimura. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Gafford in at the center, rocking down the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. MP against Beal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Something that the Wizards struggled with last year, Brent, was a lack of consistency.
Yeah, constantly shifting the rosters and starting lineups. Obviously a new coach, so tactically some different things being deployed. You gotta find a dependable foundation, and training camp in the early part of the season for this team really, really important.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Avdia comes in for Daniel Gafford. And it's DeLon Wright in for Hachimura.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebound.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Chicago.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Vucevic.
Just a force on the glass. Did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Levine dishes to MP. Down low. It's deflected.
And how about Kuzma, the defensive energy he showed to get to that block.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Here's Dosunmu. Connects from three-point range. And the Bulls lead by 19.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole team.
なんとかチーム勝ちましたね。
What up, Ash? Press?
No. I gotta show you something. Just watch this.
Hey, what's MP stand for anyway? Sounds like a phone to me. Y'all got that MP29? That Nokia joint?
No. I think it stands for mostly pathetic.
No. Major poser. Missed the point.
Musty pillow.
Oh! Yo, why is that so funny though?
I think it's because she's an agent. Usually they're not funny. They're just suits. But this agent, she's very funny.
Oh, yeah.
They're supposed to be friends with everybody. You know what I mean? That's kind of their deal.
That is my deal. I'm either your friend or your worst enemy, and nothing in between.
You still salty Ricky Bennett didn't join your agency, Barbara?
Oh, come on now. I was just trying to help a brother out. It's not my fault that he doesn't understand the rules of the game.
Oh, Shep, I got a serious question for you. Why can't you be more of a leader like MP? Why are you gonna be so gosh darn selfish all the time?
Man, anyone looking up to that bum now? Good luck leading the team when you buried on the bench.
But you know who I really feel sorry for? Like, honestly, his girl. All these NBA players. She stuck with that clown? I mean, realistically, man, he probably got a whole closet full of cardigans and pleated khakis. Right?
She'll figure it out. Speaking of, yo, Mila, your boy's single. Hit me up if you ever want to see what it's like to be with a real man.
Oh, wow. I am not touching that one.
So this episode is going to do numbers, bro.
Was there ever any doubt?
Hey, Shep, any final words you want to say to MP, before the camera dies? Because we're making this fire content right now.
Yeah, for sure. I just want to say, your game's trash, your agent's trash, your girl's trash, and you're trash. Did I forget anything?
Girl, agent. I think you got that covered, buddy.
And the next time I see you, I'm going to tell you that to your face. Other than that, just wishing you many blessings, brother.
You know what? That's real classy. Why would he even mention me?
Because he's Shep? Does he need a reason?
Yeah, no, he does not. Clown.
Look, this means nothing. It's just some loudmouth being a loudmouth. But you do have that Top Takes Daily interview tomorrow, and they are absolutely going to want to ask about this, given how inflammatory it was. Like I said, it's no big deal. It is no big deal, but we are going to obviously need to strategize your response, okay? So meet me at the business hub after you finished up here, and we'll go over whatever it is we need to go over. Yeah?
Okay, yeah. I appreciate you, Ash. Always keep me in the loop, no matter how painful it is. Thank you.
It's literally what you pay me to do. But yeah. See you in a bit.
これ。シューズメーカーと契約。お、何しようかな。これから選ぶのか。じゃあ、バスケ、ナイキでいいや。はい。
Yeah. Free my with no Devin put them like the Phoenix Sun. Call the op and I ain't have a
あ、上げられるんだよ、やっぱ。全然変わってないから。シュート力上げないと。ドルレンジのシュート上げましょう。あそこも上げられるんだよ。ね。 これあんないのか。これ以上あんのか。ここまで上げられるの？あ、わかんない。スピードか。もうちょっとスピードつけたよね。このぐらいにして、スピードミットにしましょう。体の強さもある。全部上がる。アップグレード。え？あ、こんできない。あ、これお金が必要なんだ。なるほどね。あ、じゃあシュートか。シュート上げとくか。あ、もうこれで1万超えちゃうの。あ、なるほどね。こういうので買っていかなきゃいけないのか。だからお金あげなきゃなんだよ、これ。なるほど、なるほど。うん。あ、ここで見るのね。よし、今回はですね、アウェー戦なんですけど、勝ったんで、ここで終わりにしてですね、また次の、試合ですね、次やっていきたいと思います。で、クエスチョン街の中みたいなの次回また、試合をしたいと思います。まだ点数ほとんど取ってないんですけど、ああやってレベル上げの分かったんで、また、次回ですね、お会いしましょう。さようなら。